This is Megan Lambert, and this is the third video in the Feminine Rising series. And this one is on moving beyond your too small life. So I used to coach corporate clients for a while, and one of the biggest complaints I heard is people would feel bored. They're like, my life's good, I go to networking events, and I go to Tahoe on the weekend, and I watch Netflix with my boyfriend, and it's good, but I'm just kind of restless. And my feeling with that is when you're restless, it means that there's been some impulses, some desires, some things that you've felt that you wanted, but haven't yet listened to. And so one of the feminine qualities is desire. It's that body-based impulse that comes up. And then, but when that happens, all of these excuses also come up, all of these reasons why it's not a good idea, we shouldn't do that, let's definitely not. So I made a little drawing here. You see the person in the middle? That is you, and this is your typical life. So this is your Netflix, your Tahoe trips, your everything that you know, and none of it's bad at all. And at some point, you're going to hear a call, some desire, some yearning to move outside of that. And so, for example, one of mine that's come up is I want to move to Africa or Bali and live there for a few months and just immerse in the culture. So that desire comes up. And then the next thing that immediately follows is your resistance. So desire pushes you out of your box, resistance back in. And then the resistance will sound something like, yeah, but you have a job to keep, or yeah, but people here count on you, but you don't have money, or but there's not enough time, or but there's dengue fever in Africa, or any number of reasons. So the yeah buts will come in, and the resistance will get loud. And you know that you are moving beyond the life that you've always known when you hear resistance. Because there's no fear in the life you've always known. If every day is the same as the last day, there's nothing to get scared about, nothing to get excited about. It's just the same old, same old. But when you're living on fear, or living on desire, and listening to those impulses, that's when you will feel afraid. That's when you get resistance. And the trick is to discern, is this resistance actual inner guidance, or is it just the inevitable resistance that comes up when I am going after a desire? So that is this lesson. And then the thing is just, I remember feeling I had no idea what I wanted. People would be like, if you had the whole day to do whatever you wanted, what would you do? And I was like, I don't know. Go to the beach? I kind of pulled for what I thought people were supposed to want, because I didn't really have a lot of access yet to that internal feminine impulse that's just and it literally comes from our body, but it requires slowing down and tuning in to hear it. It requires patience and willingness to sit and be still and listen to the impulse. So that is our little lesson on desire. Let me see if there's anything else I want to say. Oh, the other thing is the social aspect of desire is that almost always desire is in social groups. So my desire to go to Africa, for example, it's because I want to learn the people and the culture and immerse in it. But equally the resistance is social. It's and a lot of mine, and maybe yours too, is, oh gosh, I'm afraid I'm going to let someone down. I'm afraid this person will be mad, or I'm afraid I'm going to disappoint this person. And there's really no way around that. The only thing I would say is you could live your whole life listening to those voices of resistance, and then your life will be very predictable because it will keep you squarely inside the circle. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just a question of what you want your life to be for, and how much are you willing to grow and expand and listen to that inner voice that's calling you to live a bigger life. So that is the third of Feminine Rising on moving beyond your too small life by following desire.